He is playing a major role, of course, in the debate over same-sex marriage. He actually helped lead the fight against California's same-sex marriage ban, known as Prop 8, and that, of course, is before the Supreme Court today.
Indeed. And he joins us now from outside the court, as you can see there. Rob, thanks so much. Tell us, first of all, how did you get involved in this case, and why is the issue so important to you?
Well, I was one of the founding board members of the American Foundation for Equal Rights, which was the organization that filed the lawsuit 4 years ago. Myself, my wife, Chad Griffin, who's now the head of the Human Rights Campaign, and Christina Shockey. Well, the four of us were the ones who decided after Proposition 8 passed what to do next, and we came up with the idea of filing a federal lawsuit.
And you actually were the one who got Ted Olson involved, the Republican, the attorney. Of course, went up against David Boyce and Bush v. Gore. How did you do that?
Well, it was interesting. We were, the four of us were sitting having lunch, and a friend of ours came by and said, I think you might be interested to find out that Ted Olson is on your side. I couldn't believe it. I was floored. I mean, this is a man, like, you know, you said he argued Bush v. Gore. He got me depressed for 2 days. I couldn't get out of bed. And I thought, this is the guy that's going to be on our side. Chad went to New York, met with him. He came out to California. I met with him, and he gave the most impassioned plea for why everyone should have this equal rights and the right to marry. And I thought, wow, if Ted Olson is willing to take up this case and willing to take our cause, this takes the partisanship out of it. It takes all the politics out. It's not Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative. This is a civil rights issue. And then he was the one, Ted was the one, who suggested David Boyce. And I thought, wow, this is a grand slam home run of all time. The two guys that opposed each other on Bush v. Gore are now arguing on the same side for marriage equality.
On a matter of principle, as Suzanne says, an odd couple indeed. You know, you've got to say, though, Rob, that Proposition 8 was approved by the voters. It was 52 to 48%. What about those who will say it was the will of the people? The states do have the right to decide. What do you say to them?
Well, I think that when it comes to a civil right, and there's no question about this, this is a civil right. This is not something that should be left to the whims of voters. If that was the case, maybe women can't vote. Maybe black people should still be slaves. I mean, these are civil rights, and this is the one class of people, the gay and lesbian community, the one class of people in this country that is viewed lesser under the law. And it is up to the courts to decide what is constitutional and what constitutes civil right. So that's why we took this case. Now, the debate is going on. We've seen shifts happening. Since we started the case, we were in the 40s. Now, there are polls that show us at 58% in favor of gay marriage. And for people under 30, it's 81% in favor of gay marriage. So this debate is shifting, and it's definitely moving in our direction. But when it comes to civil rights, it is up to the courts to decide. The courts decided that it was the right of everyone to go to the school of their, to integrate in the schools, to have blacks and whites be able to marry in 1967, Loving versus Virginia, and this is another civil rights case.
All right. Rob, it was impressive that you got to be first in line to actually get in the Supreme Court. I mean, obviously, you're very well known, but you might have had to camp out as well, I would imagine. But we're seeing some of the pictures that your son was tweeting and sending out there of you guys actually entering the building there. So pretty amazing day. And, of course, there's going to be a lot more activity tomorrow. This is far from done.
Great to talk to you. Appreciate it, Rob.
Thanks for having me.
All right, good.